with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 23. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
And inches.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. They try to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. Second and 11. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 33. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Breeze.
5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Jaylen Samuels.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Here's the fourth-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and 2, now Roethlisberger. And he's got Daly. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Saints 10. Steelers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch. A signal for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Looks good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I know you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
17.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
"14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Pro. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Kamara. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
At the ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Steelers' 19-yard line.
Now Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down, McFarland. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down, Steelers.
Now a run with McFarland. Get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2nd and 9. Roethlisberger, completion here to Claypool. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
To number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Saints 24. Steelers 14. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Breeze now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back now here live in New Orleans.
Steelers.
It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Now Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the win.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Score Saints 31. Steelers 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Again, McFarland. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. McFarland. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with McFarland. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They run the counter. McFarland, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
A 47-yard attempt.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.